Now, factors are used a lot. We use them for algebra with factorizing. Um, we use them in common maths questions where there's a factor. Give me the factors of 12, for example, and you'd have to list all the numbers. So well, you've got to remember that a factor can be used to divide a number and produce a whole number. What that means is you will always have a whole number. Factors have no remainders. You should not be getting 5.5 or 6.75. It's just not going to happen. It has to be a full number. So I'm going to start with an example, and I want to know what all the factors of 12 are. Now, to do this, we're going to follow what I've just said to you. So we're going to start dividing. So we're going to start with 1. 12 divided by 1 equals 12. So you will always know that anything divided by 1 is going to be that number that you've divided it with, okay? If it was 8 divided by 1, the answer would be 8. If it was 10 divided by 1, it'd be 10, etc., etc. So that's one factor. Let's see if 2 is a factor of 12. 2 divided by 12 is 6. Brilliant. So we know that so far 6 is a factor of 12. Let's try 12 divided by 3. Always go start from 1, 2, 3, so on and so forth. 12 divided by 3 is 4. So 4 is a factor of 12. 12 divided by 4 is 3. So we now know that 3 is a factor of 12. 12 divided by 5, well, that's not a factor, is it? 5 does not go into 12 exactly. So that's no, it definitely is not a factor of 12. 12, I know that 6 is a factor of 12 because 6 goes into 12 twice. So I now have another factor of 12, 2. And I now know that, because I know my times table, that from there on, it's not going to be anything like 12. 7 does not go into 12 exactly. 8 into 12 does not go exactly. 9 into 12. Uh-uh. Uh-uh. But we know that 12 divided by 12 does. It goes once. So there you have it. You've gone all the way up to 12. And those are all your factors now. And I know it looks a bit long-winded, but you're on here because you hate maths and you've got no idea what you're doing. So this is for people that really need these steps, step by step by step. If you know your times table, you would have just done that in your head, to be fair. But it is what it is. So now we know my answer to this question. I would then write it as 1. So I'm going to go up in order. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and 12. Those are all my factors of 12. Okay? So, a bit long-winded, I know, but you will find easier ways. So, let's do another one. Same question. What are the factors? But this time, we're going to do what are the factors of 4? Going to make it nice and easy. You'll say, why didn't you start with this? Because I never start with the easy question, that's why. You learn from the hard questions. So what are the factors of 4? So the factors of 4 are going to be 4 divided by 1 which is 4. Like I've explained to you before, it's always going to be that. 4 divided by 2 is 2. 4 divided by 3. Well, we know that's not going to happen. And we know that 4 divided by 4 goes in itself once. So factors of 4 equal 1, 2, and 4. Same sort of question. What are all the factors of 9? 9 divided by 1 equals 9. 9 divided by 2 doesn't work. 9 divided by 3 is 3. 9 divided by 4 doesn't work, doesn't go in exactly. Or does 9 divided by 5 does not go in exactly. 9 divided by 6 doesn't. 9 divided by 7 does not. 9 divided by 8 does not. 9 divided by itself equals 1. So we know that the factors of 9 equal 1, 3, 9. But if I knew my times table, I wouldn't have to write all that down. Let's do a really, really, really easy one. 5. What are all the factors of 5? 5 divided by 1. As we know, it's by itself, so that's 5. 5 divided by 2. 5 divided by 3. No. 5 divided by 4. Certainly not. And we know that 5 divided by 5 into itself is 1. So the factors of 5 are 1 and 5. Okay, so let's move on to, let's do this one and see if you don't have to do as many steps like I would. I'll show you how I do it now. So I want all the factors of 10. Now, that could go on and on and on, couldn't it? Go all the way up to 10. It would take a while. So let's think about this logically. What do we know? We know that 10 divided by 1 is 10. Okay, so we've got it. We know that in the 2 times table, 2 goes into 10 exactly. So we know that 2 divided by 2 equals 5. So we just find another factor of 10. We know that 3 does not go into 10. Just 4 go into 10 exactly. Nope. 4, 8. Nope, doesn't. 5. Does 5 go into 10 exactly? Well, yeah, it does. Twice. So we've just found another factor. Now, I know that there are no other numbers that go exactly into 10 now, apart from 10 in itself, which gives you 1. So you now know the factors of 10 are 1, 2, 5, and 10. Nice and simple. Let me do one more before I show you something a little bit spicier. So we know that 8 divided by 1 is 8. I know that 2 goes into 8 because it's 2 times the table. So that goes 4. So that's another factor. We know 3 doesn't go into 8 exactly, but we know 4 does, which is 2. 5 doesn't go into 8 exactly. 6 doesn't, 7 doesn't. And then you're just left with 8 in itself, which is 1. So the factors are 1, 2, 4, and 8. Really, really simple stuff when you get down to there. You've got to obviously learn the harder way. And then you get questions like this. Find the lowest common multiple. Let's do another one. Let's find all the factors of 24. A bigger number. 24 divided by 1, which knows 24. 24, we know 2 goes into 24. 12 times. 2 times 12 is 24. 24 divided by 3 equals 8, because 8 times 3 is 24. 24 divided by 4 equals 6. 6 times 4 is 24. Now we know 24 divided by 5 isn't going to work, because it's not an even. 24 divided by 8 should work. 24 divided by 8, because I know 8 times 3 is 24. So there's another factor. 24 divided by 9 isn't going to work. 24 divided by 10 isn't going to work. Exactly. 24 into 11 isn't going to work. 24 into 12, that's going to work. Those 3 times. Well, we've already got a 3, so we're starting to see a loop because we've already got a 3. And then nothing else goes into 24 exactly apart from itself. So there you have it. You have 1, 3, 6, 8, 12, 24. They're all your factors, 24. So there's quite a lot in there, really, isn't there? There's a lot of numbers that go into 24 exactly. So I think let's do one last one. Well, actually, no, I'll tell you to do it. Let's do one of my questions for you. Find all the factors of 16. And I want you to do it yourself. And your answer should be 1, 2, 4, 8, and 16. So when you do this question, I want you to write it out exactly how I've done it to check you're getting it right and you're doing it right. Okay, thank you.